So here we are once again in the Lytle Gardens. Now it's the end of May and we are still having the middle of the pandemic. Hopefully things are improving and our property is definitely developing. We have dianthus over here in the front. And we have some of these native geraniums, the wild geraniums in bloom. Everything looks quite different at this time. Now our maple is totally leafed out. And she's a real beauty. Here we can go see our little geraniums, all the beautiful bright colors. This looks like a little offshoot over here of our violas. A little birdie must have done its job. And here is the dianthus once again. It's such a joy when these plants come into bloom, all different times of the seasons. All right, and in here is a little teeny weeny one. That's what makes them so special, because so many of them are so small and you have to really pay attention. Okay. So now the geraniums are all planted out. The begonias are probably today I'll be working on them. And here is Malcolm's favorite plant. Let's go towards the backyard. There are other varieties of these geraniums that just take my breath away. They're beautiful borders. Really lovely. Oh, hello, Mr. Garbage Can. Okay. And here we go. Along the side, all the hostas have woken up. We move along the side of the house. Okay. More of these beautiful little geraniums. They just grow and grow each year, get better and better. Okay. Let's go down Peter's favorite path, our entryway into the garden. It's going to look quite different now because all of our beautiful rhododendrons are blooming. We could actually walk down this path and just, you know, it's quite something. It's quite something. It's a different way of entering the garden. And then we'll look over here. We used to call this rhododendron walk, right? Everything is just so in bloom. Some of these rhododendrons are like, I don't know, 15 feet high. They're enormous. And this whole area where the pin oak used to be is growing like a real forest. And here is scintillation. It's always so nice to look forward to her each year. Let's take a A little stroll here down memory lane. And this is kind of the end of these bleeding hearts. But they were just so beautiful this year. Now we come to more geraniums and the hostas. Oh, it looks like the clematis actually has the first flower on it. Let's take a little look. Hi, little flower. Aren't you a beauty? Very shortly, this whole plant will be totally filled with flowers just like that. Oh, and I see some of the Kousa dogwoods in the background. Oh, they are all over the property. Nice. Quiet little walk around here. You can see the viburnum in the background. Each day the color would change from a soft pink to an apricot, and now it's white. We see it right from the kitchen window. And here's Kimmy's little house with her clematis. This year the clematis wasn't so, marvelous as it has been in the past, but it's okay. It's all right. I think the irises make up for it in the background. So nice. All the different shades of greens and patterns of these hostas I just find so beautiful. And here is our famous dogwood that came from Rutgers that brings us lots of pleasure. Now everything really looks quite different than it did in the early spring. Here we have our beautiful little double impatiens that look like little rosebuds. And on this side, we planted some ageratum and some marigolds. And now my little Japanese garden over here has maples in it and has some little ground covers, little dianthus over here that's going to flower soon, and of course our geraniums. I brought out the bonsais. They look nice and healthy and happy. They're in their little summer home. Here's some more of the double impatiens, the rosebuds. And Peter's geraniums. Good morning, beautiful irises. I find them just the most beautiful. And now they surround my little pond over here, my little pentagon that I made. And soon the variegated irises will be in bloom. The begonias are on my path leading to my little bistro table. And some more of these impatiens. I love them. And our compost pile is beginning to grow again with all the grass. We've had a lot of rain. And the more the grass grows, the higher the pile gets. I just started putting out the bulbophyllums for the summer. Next come the phragmipediums. This is your summer home. Enjoy it. See, the ferns have started to grow. And I think I'm coming across Jack in the pulpit. Hiding over here. Hi, Jack in the pulpit. How are you doing? It's so nice when everything is leafed out and you see the flowers. This dogwood we got from Merrifield, and this is the first year it's flowering. So that's pretty exciting. It's going to be a nice big tree one day. And oh, hello, hostas. You seem to be very happy in the area where we moved you to. All different color hostas. All different patterns. And even our beautiful viburnums that we transplanted this year. I think it's a nice addition to this side of the patio. This is another variety of geranium, and it has taken over this whole side by the greenhouse. It's just lovely. And here we have the start of the Blatilia orchids, which, oh, there's going to be a lot of them this year. They just started spiking now. Should we take a look at Peter's vegetable garden? I think it's a good idea. But first, we have some impatiens, my beautiful gardenia, and all of these begonias that I have to work on and take cuttings. And hello, Peter's favorite orchid, green hornet. You'll be going out today. Here are the lovely Chinese chives, and Kit's coming over this morning, and maybe she will like to have some. The oregano is up, the coreopsis is up, intermingled in it. And these beautiful little poppies have just taken over Peter's vegetable garden. They're as happy as can be. The whole garden is planted out now with all the tomatoes, all the tomato plants, and peppers, and eggplant. And in a few weeks, you're not even going to recognize that this is the same garden. It's going to be sky high up to the top of these little wire enclosures. So this is what the Lytell Gardens look like at this time of the year. Happy gardening to everyone. The best is yet to come. And one last picture of Peter's beautiful, beautiful geranium baskets, all lining the back.